All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Dublin Celtic Tigers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken very short.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. Ty Johnson, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for, because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Let's go. 180, 380. 53, 53. Wait, 89.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Victory 90, round 80. Check 50. Red. Get on.
Nixon will try the right side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Check 31. Slow. He's coming. We got double up.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but not them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Yo. Go.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. All day, baby, all day. Watch out. Deuce. 6-6, pull it high. Go. Fire.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Go. Down, get it.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he'll find Hall. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
64.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Carry on Johnson. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken short.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Watch the ship. Orange 5-4. Watch the ship.
Now Joe Mixon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's it. 180. Hey. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. 53 Mike. Check. 53 Mike. Silver. Say rocket. Say ready, Mike.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
18 Gator. 3 132 fighter. Hey!
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Ready, ready!
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the slant! Watch the slant! Hey, Delta! Yeah! Big grip!
From the gun, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And a huge play that time. 43 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Marvin Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the safety creep! Kill!
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll run with Mixon, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First down and 10. At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one, 28 yards on the ground. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And down to the 7-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Ty Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point good by Prater. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken short. Bulldozes past him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Chicago. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken very short.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Looking to throw. Herbert. That is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken short.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Mike 53. Target, 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 target. Switch, switch, switch. Shift. Watch the shift.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
That's round 80. Black 15. Cluster, cluster, cluster. Kill, kill, kill.
On second down, here's Mixon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Kill, 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 kill. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, I want to go load it. Load it. 53 to Mike. 53. Check. Room. Oh, you got D? Wait, 89!
On third down, Rivers hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mixon with a first down carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That's how you pick up a 1st down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the 1st down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Easy.
On 1st down, Mixon down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken very short.
We got this.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Watch the twist. Wide.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ty Johnson, 58 yards. And his guys are going to, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The Bears first down.
Ready! 380!
They'll run on first down. Mixon taking it right down Broadway. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, 54 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the two-point conversion. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for two fails. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken very short.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. A big run there by Johnson. 62 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. 2nd and 11. James has got it. Complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Prater for the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken short.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work in the office, doesn't it?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Mixon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now it's Mixon running right. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Delta! 61, matchbox lights.
Mix it, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check curls, check curls. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go. 57's the Mike. 57. Load it. Wait, 89.
Now Rivers on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 30 base. Look at me. Go, go. Buzz, buzz. Look at me. Zipper. 45.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there. 21 yards.
That's good for a
weapon.
first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On first down, Herbert steps away to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Come on, set. 60 yards. Watch the slants. Watch the slants. Hey, Haywood. Now. Be careful. Be careful.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jesse James. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys